Y'all doing today? Ooh, I almost poured that over. I am just gonna wait a minute till some people jump on here. It's kind of late at night, it's 10 o'clock, so we're gonna get the late night crowd on here, see who is all, let's fix this camera like this. Yeah, it looks better. Looks a little bit more flattering. I like that angle. Okay, so we're gonna wait till some people jump on here and we're gonna have a little fun today. We're going to paint some shelves that I'm going to put in my booth. So we're going to paint those shelves, and I need some help from you guys to decide what color we're going to paint these shelves. So this is going to go into my new booth in Dahlonega, Georgia. So I'm just going to wait a second till people get on here. So if you're on here, say hello. This is Emily with J. Bowen and Company. We're going to be painting some shelves today for my new booth in Dahlonega. I've got 3 shelves, and I thought I would do this before I go to bed. I thought this would be something pretty easy to do, and it would be a good thing for me to do because I'm going to need these shelves to put in my booth. Okay, you see these shelves? They're wood shelves. I bought them. I can't remember if it was a what. Watch out, I'm on live, Brian. My husband just came by. He didn't know I was doing a live. So we've got these shelves, and I'm going to paint 3 of them, and I'm going to hang them on the wall just like this, and then I can put my Whimsykel papers. I don't know if I have any. I'll put most of them up. I'll show you. I grab one right here. So, well, I opened this one, but I'm gonna hang these up. And hey, Veronica, how are you doing? I'm in Georgia, so we're gonna hang these up like this with little S hooks, and I can hang a bunch of them, and I have 3 of them. So I want to paint these, and I want y'all to help me decide what color we can paint them, or what color we should paint them. I can paint them any color. I'm going to paint them with Fusion mineral paints. Good evening from Canada. Hello, T. I don't know what your first name is, but hello. Welcome. I'm Emily J. Bowen and Company sorry, I'm a little delirious. I'm Emily with J. Bowen and Company, and we are talking about these shelves and what color we're going to paint them. We can choose from either Fusion mineral paint or the Alchemy line. So I'm going to show you these colors. Oh, hi Tara, thanks for clearing that up. And so we're going to decide what color we want to paint these. Can y'all see these okay? So this is called Everett, and we can paint them 3 colors. So the top colors we're going to paint them. So we've got the Everett, the lavender, and y'all are going to vote, okay? I need y'all to vote. So we've got Everett, lavender haze, Chesler, I just grabbed a bunch of colors, Highlander, pressed fern, or champness. Okay, so we can paint, we've got 3 shelves, and we need to choose the top 3 colors. What it is about is I do thrift flips and things like that, but we're going to be painting these shelves, okay, for my new booth in Dahlonega, Georgia. And I need you guys to help me decide what color to paint them. We've got 3 of them to paint, and we're going to paint them with Fusion mineral paint, and we can either choose from the light blue, which is champness. Everett is a gorgeous, kind of like a gray-green color, like an olive green, really classy looking. We've got the lavender haze. It's a lavender color. We've got Chesler. It's kind of a dark teal blue. And then we've got, let's see here, Highlander is red. And then we've got the pressed fern green. So we can choose from those colors, okay? We could do any of these colors, so y'all gotta vote. You know, there always has to be a jokester in the group. And there always are trolls right when I first come on here. It's crazy. Or we can choose, we can choose 3 of them. Hey, Blue Man. Oh, it's raining here in Georgia too. Or we can choose these fun Alchemy colors, which we have the willow. It's like a funky yellow green. Okay. Or we've got the sunset. It's like a coral, bright coral. Can you please stop it? You're just harassing everyone. Go somewhere else. Just leave. No one thinks you're funny. You're actually horrible. Leave. If I knew how to get you out of here, I would. You're disgusting. There you go. Bye. Okay, let me see. Make sure this guy's getting out here. I'm going to report this person. Hate speech. There you go. Goodbye. Leave. I'm trying to leave, make this person leave. I don't know how to get on to leave. Oh, good grief. You are just insane. Okay. Okay. Go somewhere else. Okay, so we've got these bright colors we could do, or we could do these colors. So what y'all vote, which 3 colors should we, which, oh my goodness. You know, there always has to be one jerk in the group. Okay, so we're just gonna ignore him. Okay, so what color should we do? What do y'all think, guys? And I apologize for that. Of course, I can't control people that are horrible. So they get on here, but hopefully he'll be gone. Oh, good grief. You like the sunset. We got one. Good morning, Carrie. How are you doing? We've got one vote for the sunset. Yes, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to remove him. I'm saying remove. Oh, put user in timeout. 24 hours. There you go. Ah, there you go. Bye-bye. Okay, sorry about that. Me neither, and I never make a YouTube video. Okay, so which ones do you think? We can pick 3 of these. So y'all help me choose. Should we go with the Alchemy, these fun colors? Now the Whimsykel papers, if y'all are familiar with them, they come in all different colors. It doesn't really matter. Hi Lacey, how are you? So one of these, so what we're doing is we're voting for all the people. Do sunset. So someone's voting for sunset. We got 1 vote for sunset. Or we've got these other 3 colors to go with it. Or, but I'm going to do 3 different colors. Or we can do one of these colors. So Owen is voting for sunset. That is a pretty color. And I was thinking about doing a video soon with these colors. But I need some more votes here, guys. Okay, sunset is really pretty. It is pretty. But do we have, what are you painting? Okay, so what we're painting, I'm sorry, it's like we jump on here and I start talking. We're painting these shelves. There's 3 shelves, okay? See these shelves? They're gonna be for my new booth in Dahlonega, Georgia, and I'm gonna hang them up. And then I'm gonna hang my, I opened this so it's a little torn, but my Whimsykel papers, can y'all see this, are gonna be hung from them. So I wanna do 3 of them. I can do them in fun colors. I can do them in whatever colors we wanna do. So I was suggesting we can either do 3 of the Alchemy colors for like really fun, bright colors, or we could do any combination of these 3 colors. So we've got the Champness, which is a light blue. Yeah, I put them in timeout. Everett, I didn't know how to do that until now. And I apologize, that was absolutely horrible. Lavender Haze, Highlander, Chesler, or Pressed Fern. So which one should we, okay, Sunset and Lavender. Okay, we got Sunset and Lavender. What about these 2? If we're gonna go with those fun colors, that's fine. But should we go with the Raspberry, or should we go with the Willow? Okay, okay. Hi Sarah, that green is beautiful. Yeah, you can pick both of those. Too many, I know, that's how I feel. That's why I had to get on here and ask y'all, because I just went out to the garage, that's where I keep my paints, and I was like, okay, I'm going to choose some color. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna eliminate some. We're gonna do something fun here. How about we eliminate, what if we eliminate, okay, which one should, okay, blues and greens. Yeah, I really like some, I really like the pink in it. Yeah, okay. I thought it would be fun to do something fun, but only thing is, I wonder if those would be like too fun all the time, like would I get sick of them? Okay, well we could do this. I don't know. Y'all gotta help me out here. Y'all keep saying this one and this one, but I don't hear, can y'all see these? Oh, here we go. I'm sorry. I don't think y'all could see them. Okay, here you go. Now that y'all can see them, is that better? Okay, well be careful going on a walk. Okay, so someone says the blue and green. Do y'all, okay, we're gonna go one by one. Yay or nay on the red? Yes or no? What do y'all think? Okay. Go on a, okay. So what do you think? Do you think we should do the red one? What color? Well, I don't really know. I have to paint the wall. Right now it's white. So I'll probably just keep it white or black. So you're saying no. Okay, I got a no and 2 no's and a yes. It doesn't matter because my booth is going to be like all color paints. I sell these paints in my booth, so it doesn't matter. So I can do any, the reason I can do any of these colors is because it doesn't matter. I'm showing off these colors to the world. Okay, so we can do, oh, there's another vote for, so no on the red. Is that what you're saying? No on the red? Okay, we'll take the red out. Okay. How about these? We're gonna pick the top 3 here, and then we're gonna pick the top 3 here. Okay, how about, you know, that's just not really, I'm gonna eliminate that one. Okay, what about these? Which one of these should we eliminate? Should we eliminate the Everett, the Lavender Haze, the Chesler, or the Pressed Fern? Which one of these should we eliminate? What do y'all think? Oh, good grief. Some people just are talking about everything. So which one do y'all think we should do? Y'all, okay, the first one. No to lavender, too light. Okay, we'll take the lavender out. Okay, so now we've got to decide. We've got these. Okay, okay, you like the fern? Greens are gorgeous. Okay. How about these 4? Either these 3 right here, or what about these? Yay or nay on these? Yay or nay on these? What do you think? So, okay, so we're gonna vote here. Okay, this is what we're gonna go ahead and do. We're gonna say, if you vote for Alchemy, say Alchemy. Or say A, just the letter A. A if you vote for these, or F for Fusion if you vote for these. That's what I want now. So F for Fusion if you vote for those, or A for Alchemy. Okay, so now y'all vote. Okay, we got some Alchemy, some F's, a lot more F's. Okay, y'all are coming on strong with the vote. So it looks like there's a lot more F's than A's. Luann, it looks like the F's won. Is that the truth? Any more votes coming in? F for Fusion, A for Alchemy. Okay? Okay, it looks like everyone, let's see. Okay. So let's do, we'll do this. I have a video in my head that I plan on coming on, and I'm going to use some of these. So we will use these 3. So thank y'all so much for voting. That was fun. I'm going to put these shelves to the side, and one by one we'll just paint them. Okay? So let's see here what we need to do. Normally I would tell you that you want to go ahead and clean it. I've got to grab some paper towels. I'll be right back. Let me grab some paper towels. I know, I'm sorry, Carrie. That's how I feel. I couldn't even decide. So we're going to go grab some paper towels real quick. Now y'all see how my brain works. I have so many colors. Imagine if you had every color and every IOD and everything. I have every milk paint color, every DIY color, every Rethunk junk, every Fusion. It's hard to eliminate sometimes. Okay, but now we got it. We're good now, okay? So it's hard to choose from when you have everything. So we're just gonna give it a good clean real quick. You can give it a little scuff sand if you want to. I don't know if I'm going to go through all that or not. I actually cleaned, after work today, I cleaned a little bit. And I didn't really clean. I put up a bunch of my paint supplies. And then I had to go back and get some more out of the garage. Okay, can y'all see this? So I'm just right here. Have y'all checked out my dark and moody video? Did y'all get a chance to check that out? I have to clear a little space. So normally when you paint, I'm going to show y'all how to paint a piece of furniture in a professional manner. If this was, let's just imagine this is a dresser or a table, okay? What you can do is you can clean it first. Then you're just going to give it a light scuff sand. I was going to skip this part, but I won't skip it since y'all are watching. So you just want to give it a light scuff sand I'm not gonna make a big fuss about it, but I'm just gonna take some light sanding paper and we're gonna scuff sand it a little bit. What are you guys up to tonight? Y'all let me know what's going on. Is it raining where you are? It's been raining here today. Okay, so we gave it a little sand. And now, you like the candlesticks? Thank you. I thought they turned out good too. Where are those? Oh, they're in the other room. It's fun to do the dark and moody because I've got this really cool, it's like this huge hutch. And in that hutch, I have all these fun like things and brass things and stuff like that. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. If you haven't watched it and you want to watch some dark and moody videos, y'all go check that out. What did we decide on? Everett? What should we do first? You know I love Everett. We'll go ahead. This is the hard part with Fusion, is sometimes it sticks because I don't clean off my lids. You need to clean off your lids so they don't stick. I've got to grab a, where did I put this? I found these to be excellent paint stirrers. Popsicle sticks. They're really good to stir paint because you can stir it up and throw them away and you don't feel bad about it, like it's wasteful or something. Okay, so we've cleaned it. We cleaned it again, didn't we? I can't remember. I think we did. We cleaned it a second time. Yeah, okay. I'm glad you liked the video. It seems to be a real crowd pleaser. Y'all love it when I do. Can y'all see this all right? Y'all love it when I do the dark and moody and the Halloween and all those kinds. Well, that was a quick walk, Owen. I thought you were going on a walk. That's like the kind of walks my husband goes on. It's like 3 seconds. Okay, so let's see here. We're just going to take this. This is called Everett. It's a beautiful color. You're going to get some paint on your brush. You don't want to get too much paint. It's better to do smaller, less amount of paint. And then we're just going to paint it. So when I put these in my booth, I will put them in my booth, and on the shelf, I'll put the color of paint that I painted it. So if anyone is interested in buying that color paint, they'll know exactly what it looks like. So not only will it serve as a, can y'all see this all right? Not only will it serve as a nice shelf, but it will also be a, you know, an example of the color of paint, because I know when I'm looking for paints and things like that, I really like the examples. So this will be a good example. So what are you guys doing tonight? Okay. Well, be careful, Owen, out on your night walk. It's where you said you're in Canada? Be careful out there walking. Okay. So you just want, less is more with Fusion. Less is more. Okay, you don't want a lot of paint on there. It's going to require 2 coats. It's recommended to put 2 coats. Okay, but it paints on like butter. It's got a built-in primer, so you don't have to prime it. I like to scuff sand like y'all saw me do, but you don't have to prime it. And it is self-leveling, so it'll level out so long as you don't have too much paint on there. And then it's got a built-in top coat, so you don't have to put a sealer on Fusion mineral paint unless you have you're going to put it on like a tabletop or something that's going to be used a lot. Okay, what are you talking about, Owen, about a fire and the smoke? What do you keep talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyone else want to chat? If you're having fun too, please hit that thumbs up button. Even if you're not having fun, hit the thumbs up button, please. It'll help me out. It gets my video out. Would I use this color year round? Heck yeah, would. I love this color. This Everett. It's a really pretty color in the winter too, but it's just a really good neutral. It's one of my favorite Fusion DIY paints. It's really pretty. I've used it on a bunch. I've used it on stuff like in my garden videos. I've used it in the winter videos. I've used it at both times. Hi, Gillian. Okay. So anyway, we're just see how easy this paints on. It paints very easy. It paints very smooth, and I like to call, I always say it paints like butter, because if you've never used Fusion mineral paint, you should give it a try. If you're interested in any of these paints or products, you can find them on my website. I didn't even put a link in this video, but if you go to any other one of my videos, you can find the link to my website. It's www.jboneandcompany.com. Letters for a sign. Okay, perfect. Okay, and you're waiting on the crackle to dry. Cool. So guess what? I'm about to start carrying Pentart, the fine line crackle. I'm going to be carrying that soon. I just have to place my order. It's just one more thing I haven't gotten around to yet. And I'm going to have, which is strange because it is from Canada. Yeah, that's strange. Well, what about the actual Fusion plate? I wonder, I mean, there should be a whole, on the website, there is a list of all the stockists, or you may just have to order it. So anyway, see how fast that was? This is just one coat. This is the back side. This is the front side. I'll have to put one more coat of paint on there, but you know, that was real time, and you saw actually how fast that was. But if you go to the Fusion Mineral website and you're wanting to find a store, you can go to the website and there'll be a list of all of the stockists, and you can find them there, and then you'll be able to find a stockist that, you know, carries a Fusion Mineral paint. Okay. Hey Gina. We're painting shelves. Okay. Y'all see how fast that was? That was easy, wasn't it? I really love this brush. I should be getting some of these brushes in this weekend. So yeah, just go to the stockist page, and then if you can't find anyone local, then you might just have to order online. Someone in, yeah, isn't that a pretty color? Someone in Canada, because I don't ship internationally. Otherwise, I'd ship it to you. Okay, so there's that one. I'm just gonna wipe this brush off as much as I can. Okay, now we got this one. We're gonna do the same thing. We are painting these shelves for my booth, and the new one, I forgot to clean it, that's all right. We're just gonna scuff sand it real quick. Okay, we're just gonna give it a little scuff sand just so the paint will stick a little bit more. You don't have to do this step, but you know, it takes about 5 seconds to do it because this is small. So we're just going to scuff sand it. It'll make the paint stick easier. Yeah, I love that color too. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so we got that. We're just going to clean it real quick. What's everyone else doing tonight? What are you up to, Gina? What's everyone doing? Okay. Thank you, Charlotte. I was just out there. I was like, what can I do? I was looking around. Actually, I have, okay, so my husband, he didn't build me. Well, no, he actually did. He had these shelf things built out of wood that can hold these tubs. But I also have these other shelves, these big shelves in my garage, and they hold big tubs. And in each one of these tubs, I have different, it's supposed to be different categories of stuff, but of course I didn't ever get around to labeling them. So I was like one by one, like peeking in them to see what was in there, to see what I could do. And I saw these shelves, and I was like, these would be perfect. These would be perfect for my booth, because I was thinking I was going to have to buy a pole and then somehow mount it. And then when I saw this, I thought, that would be better. Oh yes, the first one, I love this color. Everett. It's called Everett. It's a gorgeous color. Okay, I was going to ask you, is the Stahlmeister Fitch Angle number 18 one of the, my goodness, I don't remember the name of the brushes, but I will look and see. And if it's not, I can order it for you if you want one. I'm pretty sure I ordered these. This is the 1 series. I ordered some of the larger ones, and then I ordered some of the 1 series. I believe I ordered this one. I believe I ordered this one. And then there's another one I always use. It's more like an artist brush, but it's over there in the water, and I believe I ordered that one too. And then I ordered a whole bunch of others. So, okay, I'm gonna have to look back at that. Actually, can you message me that, or just put it in a comment on one of my videos? I won't be able to see it here. Sorry, I'm pointing with my brush, that's annoying. But let me know, and I'll see about ordering that for you next time I place an order, okay? Okay, so this is called Chesler. And we're going to stir it. Owen, I'm sorry I have not been able to read all your messages because you write very fast. But be careful when you're out walking. Oh, here's, I was looking for the popsicle sticks. Okay. Okay, so this is another gorgeous color. I've only used this color, I think, one time, and I made some like Christmas ornaments last year with these blues. I think that's the only time I've ever used this, but it's a really pretty color too. Thank y'all so much for helping me pick this out, pick out what we're gonna do. I guess we might as well just start with this side. Can y'all see this okay? Yeah, isn't that pretty? Look at that. It's a really pretty color, and it paints on so smooth. I've got this really cool shelf that's going, it's a cart, an industrial rolling cart, and we're going to put that cart in my booth, and I think I'm gonna put my Alchemy paint on it, but it's really cool. I've shown it to y'all before in a live, but it's a rusted cart, like an industrial type cart. It's bigger than it's taller than I am, but I'm, anyway, it's like layered paint that's kind of rusting, like rusted and coming off, but it's really pretty. It's greens and blues. I mean, it's just really pretty. I got it on Facebook. I was just scrolling Facebook one day and it came up, said it was $30. I couldn't believe it because it's big and nice. I think it's nice. But anyway, I'm going to have that in my booth, so these colors will go really well with it. But like I said, I kind of want my booth just to look fun. It doesn't have to be like totally everything matches, because, you know, I want people to be able to see what the different color paints are, because people like, you know, they like different colors. Believe it or not, people order all the, some colors are more popular than others, but people order all different colors, and I love to see what all you guys order. Thank you for your orders. I really appreciate it. Got a few new ones today, so that was fun. Can y'all hear me all right? Y'all let me know if you can hear me. And if you're still here, y'all let me know. Okay? Can you hear me okay? I don't see anyone commenting, so I don't know if anyone can hear me or not. Hello? Okay. Can some, okay, it sounds good on mine. Okay, good. Okay, perfect. So what do y'all think about this color, Chesler? Do you like it? And I appreciate y'all voting. I'm telling you, I have the hardest time making this decision. In fact, I have some friends that I met in Las Vegas that are also Fusion stockists, and I wrote them, I was like, what color should I paint these shelves? And then I just got on here and I thought, well, I'll ask you guys. Yeah, I think it's pretty too. So it'll need two, I'm just gonna kind of paint this, I can't really see. It's gonna need 2 coats, but because they're pretty thin, it's not gonna take very long for it to dry. Okay, so there's that one, very easy. I'm gonna have to set this one aside though. Okay, Owen, what do you wanna say? Keep it G-rated, please. Don't say something weird. We'll have to cut you off like we cut the other person off. Okay. Okay, what do you have to say? What do you have to say, Owen? Okay. Hands, look at that. I've already got that much stuff on my hands, and I just painted 2 shelves. I open these cans of paint and my hands just instantly get paint all over them. Okay, I guess I don't need to tighten that up. Now this one looks like it could be trouble. So I got a little trick. I always hit it like this first, but you got to be careful when you're hitting it. I wasn't going to do anything. I'm going to have to get my heat gun. So then I have to, if I can't get it the first way, then I hit it with a heat gun. With Midnight Blue, yeah, that is pretty. If you hit it with a heat gun, it usually opens. But really what you have to do is you just need to clean this off before, that one's stuck. You got to clean it off. Yes, that is a good trick. But oh look, it's coming. But unfortunately I didn't do that, so we have to do this other trick. But you can also run it under hot water, but I usually I tried banging it a little bit, but you have to be careful because one time I banged it, probably more than once I banged it, and it spilled everywhere, so you gotta be careful. Okay, Owen, I think it's time for you to stop saying weird things. I'm gonna have to block you if you don't. You know, we're sitting here talking about art and you're talking about some Roblox hacker, so please stick to what we're talking about. Okay, that would be awesome. Okay, but yeah, that's a good trick. Okay, so I need another one of these popsicle sticks. Okay. This is called pressed green. It is another cool color. I know, I'm quite sure. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Timeout. We had to put him in timeout because that made no sense, and I'm sure no one else is enjoying that. So always right when I get, you know, on my regular videos, sometimes I have some grouchy people, but I don't usually get like a troll. But you know, on these lives, always right at first, there's someone that's kind of trolling around. And I'm sure he's just annoying y'all. Before I didn't know how to get someone off of there, but now I do. Now I'll just discreetly turn, just block him. Okay, he wasn't really making any sense to me anyway. I don't mind talking to people, but what the heck was he talking about? Okay, so this is the third shelf. Y'all see how fast it's going? We're gonna clean it again. We're just gonna clean it. We scuff sanded it. We're gonna wipe that dust off because we don't want to paint on dust. And this will help the paint grip a little better, even though it's not required, but it had a little bit, just a little bit of sheen, and I like to take a few seconds and just wipe it away. Okay, so this color is called Pressed Fern. I know I've used this color. I painted a plant stand one time. I can't remember if I did it in a video or I just did it. I don't remember. It was last year or so. Okay, so this is a really, it's a kind of bright green. It's a blue green. It's got a lot. Can y'all see that? So we're just going to put a little bit of paint on our brush, and we're just kind of doing light coats because we're going to have to put 2 coats on here, and we don't want heavy coats. Are any of you guys working on any crafts right now? Are you working on fall or summer, Christmas? What you working on? Okay, isn't that pretty? Pressed Fern is what it's called. It's kind of like a bright green, but like a blue green. It's not like a Kelly green. It's like a blue green color, but it is really pretty. All the Fusion mineral paint colors are pretty in my opinion. It's like you think you have favorites and then you'll do another one and you're like, wow, that's pretty too. The one that surprised me the most, and I always mess it up, but the Damask, however you say it, in the jar it does not look pretty, but it's so pretty when you paint with it. I didn't think it was pretty in the jar. I did not like how it looked, was not a fan. And then I painted with it and it's the most beautiful, like dusty, it's kind of like a dusty rose color. It's really, really pretty. But you see how fast this is to paint? You just got them today. Well, that took a long time. Okay. Let's see here. I've been playing with paint. Okay, I'm going to go back. Thanks. I think they go together too. This is Fusion Mineral Paint. SHH. I don't know your name, but I'm calling you that. Okay. You've been playing with paint inlays. What do you think about the paint inlays? I love paint inlays. Okay, I'm going to paint. Okay, so I'm going to finish a close that I've been working. Okay, cool. You would be where, yeah, I know, it's 10:39 where I am too. I need to be going to bed. I've got a big day tomorrow, but and a big weekend. I've got stuff I've got to do. But I just thought this is something I need to do, and I can do it, and I can do it with y'all. And so it's like I can be social, which is why I like these lives, because I get to talk to y'all. And then I also is three things. I get to talk to you guys. Three things. I get to talk to you guys. I get to paint this stuff, and I get to show off my products. So it's like three different things I get to do. You don't want to overwork it either, and I don't want to just keep going over it. Okay, I got this one side left to do. Okay. And then we will put it aside, and I bet you anything that that Everett color is ready to go. With milk paint on molds. Let me think about that. Yes, Fusion Paint is an all-in-one paint. So it's got the built-in primer, top coat, and a sealer. I'm gonna run this over to the side. Okay, see that? What do y'all think? That's just with one coat, but once I get the second coat on there, it'll be great. Okay, I'm just gonna put it right here. Okay, so we got it right there. Let's go grab the Everett and see how it's coming. Okay, because I put those nice, oh, and you're in bed. Okay, I get it. Yeah, back to the inlays. They do take practice, but they are a lot of fun. So, okay, y'all look at this. Besides right there in the corners, it's already dry. See that? See how fast that was? Now I got to be careful that I don't get this paint here on here. So we're going to use a different brush because that's such a dark green. I'm afraid that might mess it up. So we're going to use nope, I'm going to use this little brush. I like these smaller brushes a little better. Okay, so we're going to open up that Everett again, and we're just going to, this is another really good brush. I never had this one series until I went to the Fusion Mineral Paint Stockist Retreat, and I was able to pick up some of these, and now I've ordered some. They should be here on Friday. I don't have them on my website yet, but these are Staalmeester brushes, and they're actually from the Netherlands. They're very good brushes, and they brush on very, very smooth. I love these brushes. This one's got a little angle right there. See that? This piece, I literally just did it. How long ago? I don't even know how long. We've been on here 37 minutes, and probably the first 10 minutes, we were sitting there jaw jacking, talking about, I was sitting there asking y'all what colors to paint it. So, I mean, it's dried pretty fast. Not that many minutes. Probably 20 minutes maybe. But because I'm putting it on thin coats, it doesn't take long to dry. Okay, at least dries to the touch. You know, maybe if you were doing like a big piece of furniture, you might want to wait a little bit longer, but this is just a shelf, so I'm not going to worry about it. And the layer was so thin. But now the second coat is where the magic happened. It sounded like something was coming in my window. Might have been rain or a bug or something, I don't know. Okay, so I should move this down where y'all can see it. But yeah, I love this color. I first painted a tray, a really pretty tray with this color in the winter. It was after Christmas, and it was so pretty. No, it was before Christmas, because I was thinking, I gave it to my sister-in-law, and I was thinking, how did I give this to my sister-in-law after Christmas? I mean, I could have, but no, I gave it to her for Christmas, and they actually have it on their kitchen table, and it's really pretty. I think this color, all the colors, I said on my last live that Fusion colors are classy. They just look really elegant and classy to me. They're so pretty. And it's like you get any of these colors on something and they look really good. So if you've never tried Fusion, you should give it a chance. What color is my favorite? Well, there's a bunch. I love this color. I love this Everett. I love the iron clay. It's a kind of like a terracotta color. I love the, let's see here, the cast iron, of course, the black, which I've got to update though. I've got some of those. But hey, look, y'all should buy this because I ordered too many of them. I've got tons of this color. It's really pretty though. I love the reds. I love the greens. I don't know. It just depends on when I'm painting. That damask or damask or whatever, I got into that color for a while and I kept painting things that color. Okay, I'm going to go put this back down, but y'all see how it's looking? Well, I'm gonna have to do that front part. I'm gonna do that when I turn it over because I can't see it from where I'm painting, but you can see on this side how good it looks. Okay, isn't that pretty? And you see how easy that was? Okay, now let's see this one. This one has a few little wet spots, like right there it looks wet, but everywhere else it looks pretty dry besides in the corners. So we're just gonna go ahead, and I'm gonna do it this way. It'd be easier for me to do it this way. We're gonna go ahead and just paint it right now and not worry about it, just because there's that one little spot. Are y'all enjoying this live? Is this okay? You know, I usually like to save my more like fun projects for the videos, but this is just something that I have to, I mean, I guess I could have done this on a video, but it's just kind of like busy work. That's why I call it busy work. And so I needed to get this done anyway. So I can do this and talk to you guys. It's like hanging out, for me, it's like hanging out with my friends, which I like that. Thank you, Carrie, I appreciate that. So I get to hang out with my, otherwise I'd be doing this by myself, just probably listening to another YouTube video. And this is a little bit more fun. If you're enjoying this, please hit that like button. That'd be good. That helps my channel get shown to, or this live be shown to other people. So if you haven't been on here for long, yeah, I like interacting. I like the videos because y'all seem to really enjoy them, but you know, you don't really get the live interaction. You just get like a comment and then I say thank you or something like that, and that's pretty much the end of it. Now Gina, she leaves good comments. She says all kinds, she talks a long conversation, like a paragraph, and I love that because then sometimes I don't know what to say back besides thanks for watching or something like that, you know. But some people leave longer comments, and I really appreciate that because, you know, when we make these videos, you know, you may watch a video that's 20-30 minutes, but a lot of time goes into those videos. You know, I bet some of those videos, by the time you do all of the, how long have I been painting these projects or how long have I been painting in general? But, you know, some of those videos we do, I mean, they can take, you know, 8-10 hours worth of projects plus the editing time. That's the part I don't really like, where you have to do the voiceovers. That takes a time, and you got to edit the video so it looks right, and then you've got to do the thumbnail, and you've got to painting in general. My whole life, I've been painting my whole life since, you know, as little as I can remember, I've been painting. But anyway, what I was trying to say is those videos take a lot longer. You know what? You watch a 20-minute video, but we probably have 10-20 hours or more in the video. So when you say something a little bit longer, it is nice because we work really hard. Everyone works really hard on these videos. But yeah, I've painted my whole life. I always painted since as little as I could paint, I painted. So if that answers your question. So I've always painted. So here's something funny. I want my mom, I need to get my mom on here and ask her questions. I did a little reel or a little short or something earlier, and I said, I don't know if y'all saw that short, but I took a video of my booth and I said, I used to be a kid that turned my living room into an art studio. So funny thing, when I was in high school, I would paint paintings. I painted a lot of paintings. And so I had some kind of canvases or something, like pretty good sized canvases, and I would paint on them. And we had carpet back then at my mom and dad's house, and it was blue. It was kind of like this color, but lighter, okay? You know, that kind of duck blue color that was kind of popular in the late 80s, 90s, it was blue. Okay, you saw the short, okay, you know what I'm saying? So I want my mom to explain to y'all, but when I was a kid, like a teenager, first of all, we had like a permanent, you know, those tables, like a card table set up. My mom always had me a card table set up with all my paints, and I always was painting. I painted, like, you know, those little villages, those little houses for Christmas. I probably painted 50 of them. Mom has all of those. But I would paint paintings. I paint anything. Oh yeah, that's the funny thing I was going to show you. So when I was a kid, I would go to garage sales. My mom hated garage sales. She never would want to go, but she would give me $1. And I'm not talking about stopping at a garage sale. I'm talking a neighbor garage sale, like on our street. So I'd see a garage sale. I mean, I might be 8 years old, 10 years old, 12, whatever. I'd make my mom give me some money, you know, a couple dollars she'd give me, and I'd go down there and I would buy something, bring it home, and paint it. I'd also paint stuff in Mom and Dad's house. Like if I saw stuff that looked kind of outdated or looked like it needed to be painted, I would paint it. Lamps, cookie jars, I mean, lights, little, you know, the things you put on your light switches, light switch cut, anything. I painted everything. I painted all kinds of paintings. But here's what I was going to tell you. Let me put this up. We had this carpet, okay? And my younger brother used to play baseball, okay? My younger brother used to play baseball. And they would go to baseball games. I mean, I went to hundreds of baseball games. But they would go to baseball games, and sometimes I wanted to stay home and paint. So we had one of those big TVs like people had, you know, back a long time ago. And Mom would let me put, I can't even imagine what I would have had under it. Probably something like newspaper. Yes, I've been an upcycler my whole life. But on the carpet, Mom would let me put, like, it was, I can't remember what it was, but there had to have been something. We'd put something on the carpet, and then I painted on the carpet. So Mom and Dad would let me stay home from the games, but when I got back, I would have a whole painting done. Anyway, that's my little story. And I'm not trying to brag, but I did a good job. I would win awards and stuff like that. I did a lot of impressionistic paintings, you know, those little dots. But I also was very good at I just put that right in the wrong paint. Okay, we're gonna dip it back in here. But yeah, I did all kind of paintings. But yeah, this upcycling thing is nothing new to me. It's not trendy to me. It's something I've done my whole life. I mean, I would get like salt and pepper shake, like I'd buy little wooden things. I painted, I mean, back when people used to put those borders, you know, when people used to put like borders on their walls, I didn't put a border, I just painted. Like, I remember back when like apples were popular in the 90s, I painted apples on the wall. I painted murals. I got into this group of people that like to have murals painted on. They were kind of like the preppy crowd, and they like to have murals painted on their baby nurseries. This is when I was in high school, and I could, like, whatever their, you know, back then everyone would have like a theme, like, you know, kind of like whatever it was. I remember one was a jungle, another one was like a bear, like a little bear with colorful blocks. But whatever the theme was, and if they had like a picture of it, I'd paint the whole room. They'd already have painted the room, and then I would paint murals all over the room, big old bows, whatever. So this is not anything new to me. This isn't something trendy or anything like that. It's just something I've been doing. And in fact, I ended up going to college, and I've told a bunch of you guys this, but I have a Bachelor of Fine Arts in art, in studio art, and painting and drawing and all that kind of stuff. So I went to college for it, have a college degree, but you know, but I've been doing this for my whole life. So I'm not trying to brag or anything like that when I say that. It's just the truth. Okay. Thank you. I'm glad you like my stories. I'm glad you like that. I was thinking about that earlier today. When I was doing that reel, I was like, I cannot believe Mom let me paint on carpet. Now that is, but I was careful. But I always did spill my Cokes, my drinks on the carpet. I always had a bad habit. I would put my drinks like this we'd be sitting on the couch, like watching a movie, and I'd put this on the ground. I'd knock it over almost every day. It was a big running joke in my house that I was gonna spill a drink, and then we just clean it up. Anyway, you see how fast that was? I wonder how those are coming now. You were thinking the same thing about painting on that carpet, or what? I'm glad you like my stories. You said you have a booth. Do you sell many pieces there? Yes. Let me put this back up here. I don't have a lot of time to do big furniture pieces, so I don't have a lot of furniture in my booth. But I do like little tables and things like that, and those work out. Hey, were any of you guys, I want to show you something, were any of you guys on that live the other night where I painted that table? If I had time, this is not my, I have a full-time job. I'm an attorney. That's what I do for my full-time job, so I don't really have that. Why are you asking so many questions? Oh, that's why you're asking. I'm sorry, I thought you said, no, that's all right. I love that you ask questions. That's great. That's great. Okay, we're all on the line. Okay, Gary, let me show you that table. I finished it. The one with the cane. Well, it may need a little touch up. I ended up painting it like another day. Can y'all see that? I hadn't done the top part. Remember when I was doing this? Did y'all watch that? Anyway, that's how, this is cast iron by Fusion. I think it turned out really good. I love when y'all ask questions though. Oh yeah, I'll show you something else. I finished this one too. This other one's gonna need a little bit of work. It didn't come out right. This one looks pretty good. This one looks pretty good. Okay, I finished this one. What do y'all think? Does that look okay? That one looks pretty good. Remember this one? I did the blending, but I ended up, it's already sealed and everything. Now this one does not look good. I'm gonna have to go back over it. I'm gonna have to go back over it with some, it didn't come out good. Look at that. Once I put that on, I've got to go back with some darker paint. That one didn't do right. So I'm gonna go back with some darker paint and do that one. But anyway, I wanted to show you all that. So, yeah, doesn't that table look good? I know after I did that live, I was like, I rewatched it and I was like, oh, you can see where I missed some spots and stuff like that. But yeah, I think that table turned out really good. It was very easy to paint. A lot of times I'll come on here and paint stuff like that. Thank you. To me, that doesn't take a lot of talent to paint that. I can, that's why I'm trying to teach you guys how to paint with this paint, because anyone can paint the furniture if you do the right prep work and you have the right paint and you have the right tools. It's very important to have the right tools. Yeah, oh cool. Okay, is your name Fam? Is that your name? Or am I saying that wrong? You should, have you joined the, have y'all joined the creative group over on Facebook? If you haven't, you should join and you should post a picture of that. I would love to see it. Claudia, okay. So sorry about that. I didn't know what your name was. If you haven't joined that, I didn't put links on this video because I was just ready. I just didn't even, it takes time to put all these links. I just didn't want to. I just wanted to get started. So if you haven't joined that Facebook group, the free Facebook group, J-Bone and Company, it's on any other video. Go to the description. You'll find a link. It'll say join my free creative group and you can join it. Y'all look at my hands, already that dirty. Okay, should we go back and see which one did we do first? The Everett. Let's see if it's dry. Okay, it's still a little bit tacky, but it's getting pretty dry. You see how fast it dries when you put a thin, oh, that's the back side. That won't really matter, but I'll go ahead and paint it. You posted one thing today. Okay, what did you post? Because I have not caught up on that yet because I've been cleaning my house. I've been trying to get all this. Okay, so I did another reel and I showed just a little space and I said, oh, y'all look at my workspace, and someone said, oh, my space looks a lot worse. And I'm like, oh, no, do y'all want to see what my place really looks like right now with all these supplies out? Do y'all want to see the truth? If you're ready for the truth, give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up in the comments and I'll show you what my place really looks like with all my supplies out. It's embarrassing, but when I'm in the middle of videos and painting, it is messy. But if y'all want to see the real deal, y'all give me a thumbs up. Okay, she wants, are you sure you're ready for this? So I can't remember who it was, Lynn. Lynn said, oh, my place looks real and a lot nicer than that. And I said, well, I only showed you the part I film in. The part I film in looks nice. Okay, this is, I'll just show you all this nonsense. Let me take this down. Okay, wait a second. Let me see, I don't want it to be that way. Oh, okay, look at this. This is the rest of my kitchen y'all aren't seeing. See, I'm right in my kitchen. See, that's my tripod right there. Okay, this is what you guys are not seeing. I got all this junk that needs to be put away. You see that? This is all a lot of my IOD. This is so embarrassing, but I got to put all this up. This is looking pretty good. I just got a little bit here. Oh, and I'll do a little sneak peek. I did these today. I was going to put just like pictures in them, but then I decided I used the Wild Bloomin' on top of, what are those? That's going to be in another video. And then I framed this one, just something for Halloween. And then I did that one. But see, well, at least my couch is cleaned off. But this nonsense has got to be cleaned off. But anyway, there's that. So there's a little sneak peek of what's coming up. And over here is all right. Oh, y'all, look at that tree I found. Check that out. Found that at a thrift store for $20. Okay, so now you see, so when you see my kids come in and stuff, it's because I'm in the kitchen. Yeah, it's not junk, it's just I call it my junk. It's not really junk, it's just like my stuff. I guess I should call it my stuff. Okay, so did y'all like that tour? Midnight blue with golden rule. Oh yes, was it I can't remember. Was it from Sonnet's box? I seem like I saw that, but I didn't have a chance to. I had appointments all day long, and I hadn't had a chance to comment on it yet. Okay, so it's getting pretty good. I painted that now, but you know, I kind of feel like I don't want to turn it over while it's still a little bit wet and then mess up the front part, then have to fix it. So probably what I'm going to go ahead and do is let it, how often do I paint? Almost, if I can paint every day, I would love to paint every day, but I don't get to paint every day. I paint every week. You know, I have 3 kids too, so I tend to the kids. One's older, he's almost 18. And then I've got a 9-year-old and a 10-year-old. And so, of course, I don't get to paint then, but I didn't paint yesterday. I did paint no, that's not true. I did. I finished that dark and moody video yesterday. I had to finish that green shelf, and then I can't remember. I had to finish something else. So anyway, but y'all look how good this looks. And this is, we've been doing this for 58 minutes. And we painted 3 shelves. And then I'll probably just let this stuff dry overnight. And then tomorrow I will come back and I will finish it, and then they'll be done. So I'm gonna go put this right back over here too. I do want to show y'all one thing. So I've been going up to make sure this isn't, to my store. I keep some of my milk paints in this little thing. And I keep collecting milk paints. I mean, these are ones I sell, so I can take them back if I don't use them. But I'm like, ooh, what would be pretty for fall? And I was like, oh, look at that color. That one's called Dollar Red. Y'all tell me what you think. Swedish Yellow. Prairie Sunset. This is Algonquin. I keep pulling them. You know, I can take them back to the store. If someone orders them online, I can sell them. But I bring them home to decide. And plus, I just like to look at paints. Isn't that weird? I'm kind of obsessed with paints. I got Raw Silk. Autumn Leaves. So what I do is I bring all these home, and then when I'm doing a video, I'll start thinking, okay, I'll think, okay, this would be good with this color, this, and I kind of lay them out, and then I try to get colors. I'm probably not going to do much to them because they're going to have things hanging from them. I mean, I could do something, but probably what I'm going to do to those shelves is they're just going to be hanging. So nothing would be on the bar, and then the top I'm probably going to put product on them. So I probably wouldn't want to I wouldn't want to do anything because I need it as a shelf. Okay, antique gold. Look at all these colors. Can y'all tell I like paint? Are you just leaving them? Yeah, okay. Can y'all tell I like to paint? I want to know if that shows through because I really do love to paint. Okay, I love this Kentucky green color, isn't that pretty? Okay, getting too many. I saw when I was leaving the other day, someone had painted this table. It was an old antique table, but it was yellow and it was so pretty, so I grabbed that one. You think I should add some transfers? I could. Oh, look at this one, Pioneer. Well, you might, this is like a dark green. It's called Pioneer Green. Garden Seed. I pretty much brought home, like every time I go up there, I'm like, I'll bring home a few. Oh, look, oh yeah, this is the color of that table I saw. It was like a light yellow ochre. I think that's pretty. I got 2 of them. I think I showed you these last time, some of them. Waterloo. Anyway, I got a whole bunch more. I'm not going to bore y'all unless I see something really cool. Okay, I'll show you real quick. Might as well show you because you all don't get to see all these colors. Champlain. Okay, what do you use it on? You can use it on anything. Autumn leaves. So milk paint, you can just use it on anything you want to. I would like to, like if it's a dark wood, you want to put a sealer on it first, like a clear sealer, and then you can you basically mix it up. I've got a lot of videos where I already, where I do this, but you mix it up. It's usually a 1-to-1 ratio water to milk paint. I like to make it thicker so I don't put that much water in it. But then okay, for example, this is already painted black, okay? If you put milk paint on here and then you hit it with the heat gun, it would give you a really cool crackle. I prefer to paint things black unless it's a dark wood, and then do the milk paint on it, and it looks really cool. But you can put it on furniture, trays, stools, shelves, anything. Okay, well, that's back to the same colors. Oh, here's a few more. I brought this one home just because I thought it was really cool. I've got this vintage outside. I got this vintage it's not like a bench. It's like a lawn chair that has wooden slats, but it's a bench, and they're wood. And then they've got some handles. The handles are all faded, but I want to paint them red. Well, I could paint them green. I don't know. I need to paint them either red or green. And then I've got these. I'm not sure if I'm going to do this one or a darker color, but I've got these stains that are like, I don't even know if they're on my website yet, but they're like wood color stains. You put a lot less water. If you take any, y'all might not know this, but if you take any milk paint and you water it down a lot, it becomes a stain. I didn't know that, but I was told that. Look at that barn red. Isn't that pretty? These would be pretty for Christmas too. And look at this one. It's a blue, but I think that's so pretty. Anyway, that's about all I know. I think I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to go to bed. But thank y'all so much for joining me today. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And y'all go watch some other videos if you're still in the mood for watching videos. And thank you so much for being here. If you ever have any questions or is there something you want to order, just let me know. You can either just put it in the comment section, or if you go to my website, J Bowen & Company, there is a place that says you can ask a question. Eventually I will see it. It might not be automatic, especially if I'm asleep or at work or whatever, but eventually I'll see it and I will answer you. So anyway, y'all have a good night. Thanks so much. You're welcome. Thank you so much for being here. It was so fun. It was so fun chatting with y'all. Y'all have a good night.